WHI, often referred to as the World Happiness Index, is a landmark survey of the state of global happiness that ranks countries by how happy their citizens perceive themselves to be. For competitive exams, it is a key indicator of social development and a critique of purely GDP-based progress. 1. Origin and establishment. The concept, the shift toward measuring happiness, was inspired by Bhutan, which has used gross national happiness, GNH, instead of GDP since the 1970s. UN Resolution, 2011, the UN General Assembly adopted a resolution inviting member countries to measure the happiness of their people to help guide public policy. First report, released on April 1, 2012, to support the UN High-Level Meeting on Happiness and Well-being. Publication. It is published annually by the Sustainable Development Solutions Network, SDSN, a global initiative for the United Nations. 2. Methodology. How is it measured? The ranking is based on a 3-year average of the Cantrell Ladder Survey, conducted by Gallup World Poll, where respondents rate their own lives on a scale of 0 to 10. To explain the variations in happiness levels, the report analyzes 6 key variables: GDP per capita, economic output per person. Social support, having someone to count on in times of trouble. Healthy life expectancy, physical and mental health. Freedom to make life choices, autonomy in decision making. Generosity, measured by recent donations to charity. Perception of corruption, trust in government and business. 3. Key features and functions. Holistic progress. It functions as a tool for governments to shift focus from wealth to well-being. International Day of Happiness. The report is typically released on or around March 20th, which is the undesignated International Day of Happiness. Dystopia. The report uses an imaginary country called dystopia, where people are the unhappiest, as a benchmark to compare all other countries against. 4. Membership and coverage. Scope. The report typically covers around 140 to 150 countries. Global participation. While it is a UN-linked initiative, the rankings are generated by independent experts from fields like economics, psychology, and statistics. 5. Important facts for competitive exams, 2024 to 2026, category. Detail. Top performer. Finland has held the number 1 spot for 9 consecutive years, as of 2026. Nordic dominance. Denmark, Iceland, and Sweden consistently round out the top 5. India's rank, 2026, India is currently ranked 122nd, a slight improvement from previous years but still low compared to neighbors. Unhappiest nation. Afghanistan consistently ranks at the bottom of the index. 2026 theme. Happiness for the generations, focusing on the well-being of the elderly and youth. 6. India and the World Happiness Index. Competitive exams in India often focus on why India ranks low despite being a fast-growing economy. Mental health awareness. Low scores are often attributed to the stigma around mental health and lack of support systems. Urban stress, high population density and competitive work environments. Social disparities. While GDP is rising, the social support and generosity scores are impacted by widening inequality. State initiatives. Taking a cue from the report, Madhya Pradesh became the first Indian state to set up a happiness department, Rajya Anand Sansthan. Interrelated fact. The Easterlin paradox. In the context of the happiness index, the Easterlin paradox is a frequent exam topic. It suggests that at a point in time, happiness varies directly with income, but over time, happiness does not increase when a country's income increases. This is the core reason why the World Happiness Report was created, to look beyond the wallet. Would you like me to compare the World Happiness Index with the Human Development Index, HDI?